I thought living was the hardest part. I thought the hardest part was over. But reality hit when I got to New York like a ton of bricks. I arrived in New York on a cold March evening. I can never forget it. It was so cold, I felt it in my bones, and I was not dressed for that weather. Reality set in immediately because my friend couldn't pick me up, so I had to find my way. With the address in my hand, I had to find a taxi and trust that I would arrive safely at my friend's place. The other thing that weighed on me immediately I landed in New York is that a visa only allows you entry. It doesn't give you security. It doesn't give you protection. It doesn't care about you. You're on your own. So for me, living undocumented was never an option. I knew I had to do everything in my power to change my status. But in the meantime, I have to survive. I have to find work. I have to get a way to make money so I can pay my bills back home. I needed to make money and I needed to make it fast. There was no time to be scared, no time to dally, no time to beat around the bush. If you've ever known that desperation, I see you. If you've never known that kind of desperation, I do not wish it for you. So I was in survival mode. And if you've ever had to survive, you know what that feels like. Pressure building up. My debt back home also still piling up. I had to adjust and adjust quickly. I had to start moving immediately. I was staying with a friend in her shared one-room basement apartment. For her opening her doors to me, I will forever be grateful. But I also knew that that situation was temporary. I did not want to overstay my welcome because where I come from, people will help you, but not for long. I never wanted to be in a position with my friend where we would have any falling out over me overstaying my welcome. So in the back of my mind, I knew I had to find a job and find it fast. At this point, beggars were not choosers. I would do anything. I would take any job to make some money at this point. I had no time to adjust. Less than 24 hours that I landed in New York. The very next morning, I was already out on the streets looking for work. If you've ever been in a situation where desperation became your middle name, I see you. I've been there. If you've ever been in a place where you've been scared, but you kept going, you understand this. Because sometimes you don't have the option to stop. You just move even when you're not ready. And for me, that was just the beginning of that season. Because finding work, that came with its own set of challenges. If you've not watched the other parts, go ahead and start there. This is where it all begins.